All right, everyone, here we go. A little all signs reading here. Doesn't matter what your sign is, straight up energy reading. I love doing these. This is super random. It's Sunday. What the hell am I doing here on a Sunday? What's wrong with you, Steve? Well, I'm here because there's some great energy in play. And I think it's worth pulling on. This could be a very important reading. I'll explain the energy. First of all, later this week, and I'll pull on it, Mars goes direct, okay? Mars goes direct in Gemini. It's retrograde in Gemini. Right now, Mars is still retrograde. Mars retrograde is about getting second chances on actions you didn't take, right? But in order to do that, we need a little something. We need to figure some things out, right? So what we got here in today's, the energy that's around right now, we've got Mercury retrograde, which I pulled on and we talked about. It was about, again, a rethink. Right? I did a whole reading on Mercury retrograde and what it means, and my Mercury retrograde in Capricorn is one of my favorites. Well, today it's sort of kissing and making out with Uranus, which is retrograde. I'm sorry. So you got Uranus retrograde and Mercury retrograde making out in the back seat of a car. All right, and what that does, it just forms an energy. It forms an energy that's necessary for Mars retrograde to do its job here in its final stages, which is perspective. A lot of perspective, a lot of coming to the senses, a lot of actual rational realizations of some things which lead to action. And my pre-shuffle shows this here, and I think this is going to be a very cool reading. And yeah, roles can be reversed, and yes, this energy applies. I'm reading the incoming energy, it applies to your runner, but the same perspective, potential here, and second chances and all of that apply to you as well. So make sure you figure out, you get yourself some perspective as well. I have to say, it's a general reading. Excuse me. Boy, I need some tea today, don't I? It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, you found Steve Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. You're all moving at different speeds on your timelines. All right. So I've explained the energy. The main energy I'm pulling on right now, which is helping Mars still retrograde, is Mercury retrograde and Uranus retrograde, making out in the back seat of a car. Offering perspective. Here, you want proof? Fine. I'll show you the 3-card sandwich here. 8 of Wands, forward movement. It's all this is talking about. This is talking about forward movement here. Crossed by Temperance with the Emperor right there. It's a Temperance sandwich, coming to the senses. This is just surface energy. I mean, this is just me pulling on this, asking the universe, tell me a little something before I do this reading, I got the divine masculine in particular. But this is an energy of control. So it applies to both sides, really. Moving forward, from a point of coming to their senses, from a point of perspective, from balanced energy, a lot of truth energy here. It's Archangel Michael. This card, very, very truthful card. It's nice. And underneath that is the Queen of Pentacles. Soul nurturing. Somebody realizing what they need, what they want. Really looking at it, not bullshit. I don't have any bullshit here. I don't have any devils or 7 swords. I got nothing. This is great energy. I've known this energy was coming, and it influenced some of my January interpretations of the energy. And there's Fakey McFakerman, right? The Queen of Wands. Your person, in particular, reading the incoming energy, their propensity to bullshit themselves and, put up a front and all that kind of stuff. Bye-bye. It's crossed, under this energy, it's crossed by the 3 of Wands, looking at nothing but what this logic and perspective is showing them. This is a lofty perspective, an energy of control, knowing what they want, and what's it all pertain to? What's bookending the 8 of Wands? The 10 of Pentacles, okay? The real 10 of Pentacles. It's basically an energy here for the runners in particular, I'll say, of realizing what would make them happy, okay? Because there's a lot of happiness here. The 10, it's a rainbow, right? This is everything. It's better than the 10 of Cups, because the 10 of Cups can be a whole lot of fairyland and fantasy. This is tangible. This is real. This is like really nice stuff. So that's what this energy is that's around us right now. It's with us right up through the first part of the week. This energy lingers for a few days, and then Mars goes direct. And again, there's those chances. Taking chances is what that's going to be about for sure. But this is the lead up to it, and this is important. It's important for you to understand it too, for yourself. You got a shot at getting some real perspective on some things, more beyond just the runner, okay? Let's shuffle the deck. Let's do it. I'm here on a Sunday, right? I got a well-fed parrot off to the left of me. He wanted to come in for this read. It's early here. It's only like 7:30 or something like that in the morning. But he's up. He's like, I want to do a reading. Okay, fine. He loves sitting with these readings. He really does. I don't know. All right, give me the soulmate cycle universe with the current affecting energies. Mercury retrograde making out with Uranus retrograde. Energized by Mars retrograde. I will tell you that Mars retrograde is feeling real strong. It's coming to the end of its retrograde phase here. All right, this first card out is before the cut. You all know it's why the fuck are we here? So why the fuck are we here? I don't know. I haven't looked yet. I want to be surprised. Hey, if I'm going to come in here on a Sunday and pull a super random reading, I want to be surprised too. I don't want to know what's going on here. Six of Wands. I mean, it's just going to come out this way in a lot of ways. We'll get deeper as we get into the reading, but this is victory after a long battle energy is here. Okay? This can apply to ideas, not just, sometimes I say it's a person, right? They return, you've already had a funeral for them, and then here they come riding into town. Yeah, it can apply in that way, but this is ideas. This is about perspective. This is about balancing and seeing the light, right? If nothing else, seeing the light at the end of the tunnel so you know which way to go. All right? This is an energy that hasn't been around these runners in particular. Maybe but once or twice in this cycle, but not this strong, not with a Mars retrograde fueling it. All right. What comes after the cut? Jesus Christ. It's going to be one of those readings, isn't it? My God. It's the Fool. Yeah. It's second. I said, what did I say? Rewind. The beginning of this reading, I said Mars retrograde is about second chances at things you didn't do. All right. And I did a whole reading on it when it went retrograde. You can find it. It's there. It's on my channel. But this here, again, it's someone here who's figuring out what would make them happy. And there's this, I get this, sometimes I get a reluctance on this little bird here. I get this little bird wants to go. He's ready to go. I mentioned a bird earlier, didn't I? I don't say anything or joke about anything that's not in the energy. I'm always reading energy for you in these readings. Always. Even if I mention dick chakras, I'm always reading energy for you here in these readings. I mentioned the bird earlier. I said he was raring to go at 7:30 in the morning. Normally he's like, nah, leave me alone. I'm going to eat my carrots. You know, no, he ready to go. And I just talk about, I feel that off this bird here. He's ready to go. He would be right here in me. Right here in me. He'd be right here with me doing these readings. He might be in me. I don't know. Let's see. Let's shuffle the deck here. It is early. Cut me some slack. I have eaten breakfast and I have had my coffee. You don't want me having too much coffee, otherwise things get crazy. All right, let's do it. Let's shuffle the deck here. Give me a reading, universe. Let's go. So far, so good. Cut cards should back up the pre-shuffle, and they do. We even got the bird that was necessary to be mentioned. I mean, it's spot on here today. That Eight of Wands could result in communication. The universe could be trying to hint at that, but it mostly was talking about forward movement. All right, that's it. See, they lock up. I can't shuffle them anymore. So I slam them down. That's it. That's it. Overall energy of everything that's going to fall on the table. Now, this is interesting. This is the Page of Swords. I just want to see what's fueling it. It's not. I'm not going to say it's spying or anything like that. I'm not. Yeah, the King of Wands. Somebody's... Well, come on. We saw the Queen of Wands in the pre-shuffle. Do I even have to explain this disappointment? The overall energy here, while somebody's getting perspective, right? Getting temperance. The Emperor is getting temperance and the forward movement, realizing what would make them happy. There's a Three of Wands crossing the Queen of Wands, which is their usual modus operandi of pretending it doesn't matter and putting out a front. Somebody here's disappointed in their behavior. This is the Burger King. Got to have it their way, ego, pride. What do you think they're figuring out under this energy? And this is a powerful energy for figuring shit out. And we've been seeing it in the readings leading up to this. They've been figuring stuff out. This is just telling us the how and the why of it. But now we can get deeper in it because we're swimming in this energy, right? We're right there in the front seat, peeping Mercury retrograde and Uranus retrograde while they make out in the back seat. All right. This is Someone here is realizing the overall energy is someone who's very disappointed in this behavior. I think this behavior changes. This energy, this King and Queen of Wands, ever since I started pulling on this cycle, we just can't get rid of them. And there's no reason any card would come out more than any other card. I cut the decks often. In fact, every morning I do a big cut where I split it into 4, and then I shuffle, and then I do a pre-shuffle. So again, there's no reason that these King and Queen of Wands would keep coming out the way they do. These people are these runners in particular, are very ego-based. Those emperors really stuck in it. Okay, let's see where we go. And the emperor needs the empress far more than the empress needs the emperor. The emperor is an asshole without that empress energy. And that's what we've had. That's Burger King, right? Got to have it their way. The King of Wands is a bit of an asshole. Makes you believe anything is possible. Puts out images and all kinds of things. Anything to get in your pants. Anything at all. Especially if you're low-hanging fruit. If you're something that they feel for. If there's real feelings, they run from it. Because they might get hurt. It might hurt their precious ego, right? If you matter, right? And you definitely matter. Somebody very disappointed in themselves. They feel small. Okay? Right here's the energy around your connection. Right here's how your person's behaving in the 3D. Right here's their soul energy. I can't wait to see that. Right here's the hidden energy. The message from the universe is read with the energy of your connection. Right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. Nobody can. I will clarify everything. Throw some universe cards over the top, and you bet your sweet asses I know they are. There's going to be a link for an extended in the description. Because this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool energy. Sometimes I'm here on a Sunday and it's an emergency or it's urgent or I'm like, what the fuck's going on? I know exactly what the fuck's going on. This is wild. All right, here we go. Energy around your connection. We got some cards, or one card from the pre-shuffle coming back anyway. I'm going to pull, before I talk about this, okay, I'm going to pull how they're behaving in the 3D. Because I took a peek at it just a second ago to see if it was all pre-shuffle coming back. If it was, I was just going to lay it out because it's in positions, but it's not. It's the Four of Swords. This is stopped dead in their tracks in the 3D. It literally is. Again, here's your perspective. When your third eye is lit up, you get perspective. We talked about this. Mercury retrograde is in play. This reading is about the energies of Mercury retrograde and Uranus retrograde making out, literally allowing for massive perspective and thinking back. And then Mars retrograde comes in. It's about actions we didn't take. And oh my God, I feel so fucking disappointed in myself because I behaved like an asshole. This is allowing for that split energy where the brain's doing its job and the emotions are doing their job. The soul energy is doing its job. And right here, net is a stop in the tracks. Because the energy of the connection is this. It's the Queen of Wands. It's Fakey McFakerman. It is an energy of attraction. Yeah, they're very attracted to it. But when I pair it with the energy we've had so far and this disappointment in this King of Wands behavior, right? I see someone here who's like, what the fuck did I do? What the fuck did I do? They can't put, when you get perspective, lofty perspective, like flying over something, like what can happen right now in this energy, you get to see the things that you passed up. Not just why you passed them up, but also we saw that Queen of Pentacles in the pre-shuffle. You know, I could say somebody knows your value. Yeah, it's a soul-warming energy here. There's a strong attraction to the connection, but also a strong disappointment of their behavior towards it and this propensity to, you know, just blow it off, shake their rattle like it doesn't matter, go away, kind of a thing. It's stopping the tracks energy. It's nice. I kind of expected that, but not that literal. Potential final outcome. So soul position. My Freudian slip means that this soul position ties to the potential final outcome. So the potential final outcome will be read with this card and this card. So this card here is bookending the Queen of Wands, and it's the Page of Wands. Again, they feel small. It is my Explorer page. It is communication, but when it falls in the soul position, again, there's a stop in the tracks. It's just backing up the disappointment. What they're learning is that they're an asshole. Can I just phrase it like that? Does it make sense? It's just a blanket statement. I'm not literally saying your person's an asshole, but they did behave a fool, didn't they? Right? Run from a genuine offer of friendship or love was made to them, and they ran. And that's what happens in these soulmate cycles. It always is. It's a powerful connection. You wouldn't come together if you both on some level didn't need some help. It's the universe's way of balancing energy, right? Helping souls complete, adding puzzle pieces that are missing. Fine. But they never ran in any connection in any soulmate cycle that I've studied, they never ran this far, this much. It is an energy of someone realizing where they went wrong here. And that's why there's a stopped energy here. There's a lot of disappointment as they get that perspective. A lot of the perspective on the runner's side is looking at their behavior, all right? And they don't like it. They all want a second chance. That fool, that little bird, he was basically animated as I looked at it. What's the message from the universe? This is good, because I said this card, because of my Freudian slip, is red with your final outcome. This is communication. It doesn't necessarily mean it here, but that energy will carry over into the potential final outcome. So we'll see. I believe they definitely want to talk to you. I get that. Stop in I love this right here. Wasn't this card here for the Mercury retrograde reading? I feel like it was. I feel like in the Mercury retrograde reading, Mercury retrograde in Capricorn, this card fell here, or there was something, I was talking about something with it where it was the split. It's here. Mercury retrograde has made its appearance. The rest of it is all Uranus retrograde energy coming in, and just like, you were an asshole. You were a prick. Hidden energy. Red with the Queen of Wands. See? Come on. You can't make this shit up. I'm not making this shit up. It's a tower. It's a tower. Oh my God, what have I fucking done? It's all here. It's just, this could be the whole reading. Everything up to what I did. And we're going to go deeper when I clarify, but this is, it's all coming down. Oh my God, I behaved this way. I'm so attracted to this connection. I can't get it out of my head. And what did I do? It's just a stop. And the reason we're in this, okay, fine, Uranus retrograde, Mercury retrograde, blah, blah, blah. But the reason we're really in this is because of this split. This is why the universe threw this card here. The brain is doing its job and the soul is doing its job. Right tool for the right job. And no, you're not watching This Old House, but you might as well be. Okay? You don't use a jigsaw to cut big beams. You use a bandsaw or even a skill saw or something. The right tool for the right fucking job. You don't use a screwdriver to take out a bolt. That's for a wrench. Undo a nut. This person is nuts. It's falling on their head. Something here, somebody wants, this is almost the energy of Mars retrograde playing in underneath, where, oh my God, I see where I went wrong. I want a second chance. I'm going to take a crack at this. What's the potential final outcome? I took a peek. I said, this is communication, and this energy is going to carry over. It is. It's the star. It is. That's powerful. That's powerful. And this is amazing that these two are together again. You can't have a star without a tower. This is the exact order right here. It's unreal. This is, you can't have a star. Star implies there was a tower. And there it is. Unfucking real. All of this stop in the tracks, realizing shame or disappointment with themselves for behaving this way, for getting rid of something that might have been a good friend at the very least, results in some kind of coming together of something that's been delayed. And it's been delayed because somebody's, well, let's just say it, has been an asshole. Okay? This is amazing. I can't wait to clarify this. This reading is reflecting all the way from the pre-shuffle, the cut cards, all the way through here, is reflecting exactly what I told you at the beginning of this video. Exactly. And I'm your second favorite fucking energy. Unfucking real. Bottom of the deck randomly of the witches, which we're going to use to clarify, is the death card. That is transformation. That is change. That's nice. All right, let's go. Queen of Wands. Tell me about it. Let's clarify. Let's take this thing deeper. Let's go deeper, 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 deeper. I'm going to go as deep as I can. All right, maybe deeper than I usually do. Philosophy at 8 o'clock in the morning? I don't know. I can do it. What the hell? All right, Queen of Wands. Why is it here? That's my theme song. Okay. All right. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, they got to turn that behavior around. It's once you get the perspective, once they see, once the Emperor sees what Archangel Michael Temperance is trying to say, it results in nothing but forward movement. It's what the pre-shuffle told us with the first 3 cards, what I call the sandwich, right? It was a fucking temperance sandwich with the Emperor and the 8 of Wands. It got this Tower. I have to take this into account because it's red with this Queen of Wands too. So it's about a turnaround. It's a complete flip. Somebody now is more, I'm attracted to this. I want a second crack at it. How do I get it? The energy, it will be there. The Star card says that an opportunity will present itself very soon for this person once to do something. Once they get this perspective, there's an urge to move forward. An opportunity will present itself. Or they'll come up with an idea. Or, they'll see it that way. Really, it's just the energy providing an opportunity. What's on top? 6 of Wands. That's why the fuck are we here position. Remember, before the cut, 6 Wands? It's right there. Somebody's flipping this. Somebody wants a second crack at something that they blew off. And why'd they blow it off? Because they were an asshole. That's why. Let's not forget that word. I wish I could use it in the title of the video. Right. Title of this video, they were an asshole. And now they regret it. Right here at 6 of Wands. Why is that here? 5 Swords. Yeah. Again, somebody realizes they've been short-sighted. 5 of Swords, false victory, short-sightedness. The Queen of Wands is always short-sighted. Queen of Wands can sometimes, this behavior is always trouble because it is short-sighted. The Queen of Wands gets in relationships for practical reasons. Somebody got money, somebody got status, somebody got image. It's cool to be with them. All the wrong reasons. It's very short-sighted. How are you going to sustain that for 20, 30 years? You're not. It's a whole lot of wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. In and out energy. It's right there. They were short-sighted. Again, the wheel turns all this around. This card falls here, it backs up the Wheel of Fortune, get victory. The Tower here is very interesting, though. I think a lot of times when we get perspective, when we see how, because this has always been a simple problem to solve, but it's been overcomplicated by 8 Swords and 9 Swords, which we see a lot with this person, right? With these runners. They've overcomplicated it, overthought it to death. One of the things I think this energy shows all of us is that some of these supposed big problems we think we have actually have fairly simple solutions. And I'll tell you, most things do. Most things have very simple solutions. We overcomplicate them with all the damn gray areas we come up with. All right? Why is the 4 of Swords here? Let's go. How are they behaving in the 3D? It's stop. It's like, oh shit. It's like that. Okay. 4 of Swords. Tell me more about this. Their 3D behavior. This is how the person is behaving in the 3D world. Let's go. 4 of Swords. Okay. Jesus Christ. It's the Emperor. Crossed by the Emperor. The environmental energy ties directly to the Emperor from the pre-shuffle. And that Emperor is getting what? Perspective. While they're stopped here, this is about truth, right? The Temperance card in the pre-shuffle is Archangel Michael, right? He's all about truth. He holds the sword of truth. Truth, as I always tell you, is healing. We may not always want to hear it, but it's healing. Lies, which the runners have always been inclined to believe their own lies, and whether it's lies internally or lies out in society or whatever, it's all easy to believe. It's junk food energy. It's easier. Everybody's lazy. This person's been lazy. Your runner's been lazy. This is the Emperor. The energy around them is taking control, realizing that they're going to need to get up off that chair and not be so damn lazy, and all this stuff ain't making them happy. It's nice. It's nice. This ties a lot to the Mercury retrograde reading. It really does. But the Uranus retrograde is helping a lot here. A lot with the whole perspective thing. And Mars retrograde there's all through this. I don't have a card. Well, I kind of do with the Tower. All through this is this urge to come toward, right? Like the incoming energy is coming in, and I have an urge to meet it halfway. It's like that. There's all kinds of forward movement here. What's on top? See, guys, I say that. Unbelievable. I didn't know that was there. It's the Fool. Again, the Fool comes out. I got the Fool here, which came out after the cut. I've got the 6 of Wands here, which came out before the cut. Okay? it's just from another deck. I mean, it is this urge. Just what I got done telling you. There's an urge to take a leap here. Once you realize that you've been an asshole, you tend to want to fix it. And under this energy, they're inclined to not go back to the assholeness. See, that's the thing. It cancels out this Queen of Wands behavior. It creates disappointment for this Burger King, gotta have it their way behavior, right? Just like I'm always disappointed in myself after I eat at Burger King. I do a lot to keep myself healthy and fit, and every once in a while go get a Whopper, go whatever. I feel bad about it afterward. I always do. Same thing, same kind of energy. It's the same kind of feeling. This person ate a Whopper and they feel fucking bad. You know, it's just I'm trying to put it into words. It's just there's so much just disappointment here. Why did I do this? And what's interesting is we don't usually have, they've been here before, but we don't usually have Mars retrograde underneath, or encouraging them, hey, there is a chance. All you got to do is take the leap, right? The brain's doing its job and the soul's doing its job. Right tool for the right job. We don't have them going back to this behavior. We have them getting victory over this behavior, the wheel turning on it. Something happens here with this tower. It's going to be interesting. Why is the Fool here? The Lovers, yeah. Again, there's this urge to come towards you. I already told you. Once you get the perspective, once you realize you've been an asshole, and assuming you don't want to go back to it, which this energy doesn't let them, you want to fix it, right? You would be like that anyway. What if you were out with some friends and you had a little too much to drink and you said some things to your friend Linda or something that you didn't mean to say, and you wake up the next morning sober and feel horrible about it? You first thing you'd want to do is send an email, a text, a call, or something. Why? Because you're not an asshole. That's why. You just had a few too many glasses of wine, that's all. Your person here can't go back to this. They're very disappointed in that Burger King behavior. This is very strong energy. These cards bode well for the final outcome because the card that falls here is red with the Fool. The card that falls here is red with the Lovers. I mean, let's talk about the Page of Wands, which is also communication and red with this star. An opportunity is going to present itself for this person to get a second chance here, for this connection to have a second chance. And maybe, just maybe, under this energy, magically, this person will actually get real with you. Now this can apply to you as well. You're going to get a lot of perspective in this energy. In the extended, I'll pull how this energy specifically affects you. I need a smaller number of people to do that. But the truth of the matter is, this is some powerful shit. This is an energy there where when you have lofty perspective, you don't want to go back to the way you were. Let's talk about this Page of Wands here. Because I get it. I just get small off of it. That's all. It's like the soul waking up after a long nap. It's really weird. Okay. It's almost a first day of school energy. Because I take the energy, it reads as emotion for me, and I translate it based on life experience, which I have a great deal of. But most of you have had a first day of school, right? You were a child once. It's like that. You know? I don't know. Like at a new school, like you just moved, right? It's your first day there. That kind of thing. What's going on here? Why is the Page of Wands here? Why do I feel like the school bus is coming up the street? Yeah, okay. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. That's why. Oh, it's Temperance crossing it. That's why. The truth hurts. You know, the truth hurts. It does, but it's sinking in. It's sinking in. And this is someone here who not only wants to move forward, because these cards are red with these cards, okay? So again, they want to move forward, but there's also a feeling of I don't have a choice. That's probably why I read it as that first day of school at a new school kind of thing, right? You want to go, you know, but at the same time you kind of resent the fact that you don't have a choice per se. It's a mix of different things. You want to go, but you want to run too, but you can't run because you have to go. It's like that. What's on top? Very strange energy here. It's not surprising because these runners have been bullshitting themselves for a long time. All right? And, you know, yeah, the Hermit. And Soul's awake. But it's like yawning. It's like groggy waking up in the morning. Why is the Hermit here? Yeah, the Hangman. There's a whole new perspective. a whole, I mean, it's just, I'm not saying your person's going on a dark night of the soul, what the kids would call that, right? You know, I'm not saying that they're having some big, deep spiritual journey and spiritual awakening here. I'm not that stupid. But, now I'm not that crazy to tell you that. But the energy is like a dark night of the soul, okay? A spiritual journey. The energy right now is like it. It offers, there's a lot, I mean, when temperance comes out in the soul, it was in a key position in the pre-shuffle. But it came out as the environmental energy around their soul energy. That's massive, okay? The energy itself is a spiritual journey. Does that make sense? It's not that they're going on it. It's the energy itself is a spiritual journey. And that allows for the perspective. They could see, right? There's the light lamp that the hermit has, offering them, what did I say? Perspective. It all came out in the soul. Everything, it's like I predicted these cards back at the beginning of the reading. Everything has come out here. Temperance, the soul's awake, the energy creates an effect of a spiritual journey, offering massive amounts of perspective. And what's interesting here, I will show you, I'll get even more transparent with my reading. This card, this Hanged Man, this perspective, is bookending directly the Five of Swords. They're getting perspective on their bad behavior, on their short-sightedness, on their Queen of Wands behavior, on the fact that they were an asshole. Okay? Wow. This is nice. Look, I got a reading that ends with the star, for fuck's sake. This is interesting. There will be, I believe it's sudden because it's my lead-in card, but there will be an opportunity. They'll be shown, I know it's going to get a little kooky here, and I don't mean to get all magical and Dungeons and Dragons and Hobbit on you and shit. They will be shown a way, okay? Because all these soul cards tie to this star because of my Freudian slip earlier, calling this the potential final outcome by accident. That's it. They will be shown a way that they can come in and approach. Now, it's up to their free will whether they do or not, okay? And again, for some of you, this same energy can play out in many facets in your life. For some of you, I get a very strong feeling that this could apply to someone who's around you, who got a thing for you, who's been afraid to ask you out. They might show up and ask you out. An opportunity will show them. A lot of perspectives. If that's the case, there's a lot of feelings here. Okay? So don't, again, here in 2023, the readings are not just limited to these runners. There's a hole in the soulmate cycle, a break in the wall, and other energies are coming through because you've raised your vibration. You DFs are damn attractive now. How do I know that? Because I got the card of fucking super attraction right here in the energy of your soul energy around you. And it's not just the connection that's attractive to this person. You're attached to that. You're very attractive. Okay. What's going on? It's a tower. Let's talk to the universe. It's separate from the reading, but it is read with these cards. Okay, the energy around your connection. Let's talk about this tower. I imagine once they get the perspective on them being an asshole, sure, yeah, it creates a tower. Somebody wants to try again. Somebody wants to build something on a solid structure. Somebody wants to change their life. It's what the pre-shuffle showed us. They want the real Ten of Pentacles. You know? This is somebody finding out that they've been behaving all wrong in life and they got it wrong. They've been excluding too many things. Like some exclusive club that nobody can get into. Right? Really, it's just because of this King of Wands energy. Right? It's really just they've been excluding anything that they have any real feeling for. Deep emotion, because the King of Wands doesn't like their ego hurt. They don't like to get hurt. They don't want to take a chance. What the kids like to call low-hanging fruit is what they go for. You, most certainly, with a deep soul connection, we're not low-hanging fruit. And even if this is another soulmate around you that's been afraid to ask you out, you are still certainly not low-hanging fruit. We're not afraid, speaking as a guy, we're not afraid to ask out low-hanging fruit. Okay, it's fine. It doesn't matter. It's like my party girl, right? The Page of Wands in the Lightseer deck. Nobody's afraid to go up to the party girl. There's a better than 50-50 chance she'll bang you. So you just go do it. You know, at the end of the day, you're high-hanging fruit. Okay, let's talk about this tower. And right now, somebody is not in that King of Wands energy. They're not in the Queen of Wands energy. They're in this energy, which is the energy around them, which is that of temperance, which is, you know, everything makes sense, it's coming to their senses, it's perspective, it's high perspective, because this perspective is read with the fucking hermit. That's some shit, okay? Alright, why is the tower here? Why is the tower here? I'm still shuffling, I'm running out of shit to tell you. The bird has fallen asleep. What the fuck? You're sleeping. He's sleeping on the job. Oh my God. It's unreal. Unreal. Am I that boring today? You just fall asleep. Oh, good Lord. Okay. Fine. Fell asleep. But if the bird fell asleep, that means something. I don't joke about anything that's not in the energy. If the bird fell asleep, that means something. Because he's, you know, you'd be better off if he spoke English. You'd be better off having him pull these readings than me. Because birds in particular, parrots and birds of prey in particular, are incredible energy readers. Incredible. Crows and ravens too. So that's how temperancy this energy is. We had temperance in the pre-shuffle as part of the sandwich. We had temperance crossing the soul. It's very calm energy. It's nice. All right. Your person, on the other hand, not so fucking calm. 8 of Swords, crossing the tower. Oh, fuck. It's that moment where you realize I've been an asshole. What a fool I've been, right? What a fool I've been. And they're realizing, one of the things that they're realizing with this perspective energy is how much they overthought this. I told you the solution is simple. The solution is simple with the tower. Okay, you don't try to patch it up. You don't. Sometimes, if the foundation is shit, they just tell you to tear the damn house down, let's start over. That's really a simple solution. We can overthink it. We can have crews come out and try to fix this with this and prop that up with that and whatever. But it'd probably just be cheaper and shorter work time for you in the long run just to tear the motherfucker down and let us rebuild. Okay? You know, that's pretty much it. This person's realizing they've been overthinking. The environmental energy around them is 8 of Swords. And it's funny because it reads like someone realizing they've been overthinking it, yet they're overthinking the fact that they're realizing that they've been overthinking. So it's really like 16 swords kind of a thing. What's on top here? Jesus Christ, I love this reading. I do. Even if it put the bird to sleep, I love this fucking reading. 7 of Wands, yeah. Yeah. Realizing where they went wrong, and as soon as they do something, it changes everything. Okay? Alright? This person here, right here, defensive. Not want, no, the tower is fine. Look, it's red with Queen of Wands, fakey McFakerman. Let's say your person's married or in a relationship. If that relationship is so great, then why the fuck do you matter? Right? You wouldn't. If it was a great relationship, you wouldn't matter. They wouldn't still be lingering around. I wouldn't still have to deal with their fucking energy every day. Okay? At the end of the day here, this person right here has been fighting for the wrong things. They've been keeping at bay something that they actually wanted for bullshit reasons. 5 of Swords, short-term thinking and whatever. They're getting victory over this now. It's red with the 6 of Wands. Why is the 7 of Wands here? That's why. What did I just say? I just got done saying. They're pretending that you don't matter, but you do matter. It's short-term thinking, trying to keep this tower up when really it needs to be torn down and all they want is a second chance. It's the Empress. It's even in a frumpy green dress in a dirty field, you'd still bang her. It's unreal. They had a chance to bang the Empress and they fucking didn't. And that will drive you mad. It will, male or female, it will drive you mad. You get that shot, you take it. All right? They didn't take the shot. Now they want to take the shot again. Now they want to stand up and fight. Right? They're getting victory over this, getting a new perspective on their short-sighted behavior. They certainly feel like disappointed with themselves that they've been an asshole. Now they want another chance. They want another shot at it. Now, it's said like that. Now they want another shot. Oh, now you want to stand up and fight for it, right? Well, you know what? The Empress has always had those tits. Those tits were there when they ran from it in the first fucking place. You know, that's the part that kills me. That's the part that always gets me about this. It's like, if this person shows up under this energy, they're going to be a little different than what you're used to. They're going, you know, again, there's a lot of shame here. There is. This kind of energy, this behavior, Okay, if someone stays in this King of Wands, Burger King behavior their whole life, let's say, right? Their life ends in shame. Usually ends with them drinking themselves to death and things like that. Okay? Some of them even shoot themselves at the end of it all. It does. It ends in shame because it's not a way, because you got tricked by devil energy all through your whole life. And then when you don't have any more purpose, when you're at the end of your road of destiny, well, that's it. There's no reason for that energy to stick around. It dissipates and you get to see everything and look back on it, which is why it usually ends with people with their nose and mouth in a bottle, right? Empty whiskey bottles all around them. This is hilarious that the Empress is there. It's a whole bit of, now they want this. Yeah, they've been short-sighted. They're very attracted to you. They always have been, okay? And this applies if this is somebody around you who's been nervous to ask you out, too, okay? Now they realize that that's foolish, but they're nervous about being nervous. It's like, okay. Star. An opportunity will facilitate. There will be, something will manifest here that will, I don't know, suddenly cause this person to show up for a good number of you. I can't see how they wouldn't. Honestly, I can't predict what a 3D person will do. It's up to their free will. But my God, there's just disappointment and shame about their behavior here. I've gone through meticulously and explained this energy to you. The star is encouraging here. It does mean communication. It is read with these, a Fool, a Lovers, and it's read with these cards, everything that came out in the Soul, Temperance, the Hermit, and the new perspective on their Five of Swords behavior. Which is funny that your card is tied to that Five of Swords. You show up here as the Empress, tied to that Five of Swords. Yeah, which is proof. Maybe that helps someone watching. Maybe you're watching and going, well, maybe they didn't, maybe they weren't that into me. No, they were into you the whole time. You're probably all they're thinking about. Certainly under this energy you are. Why is the star here? What's the final on this? I am shuffling, I promise you. Let's do it. Let me focus here for a second, because I think the universe is trying to tell me something. What you trying to tell me? Oh, I see. Yeah. An opportunity will manifest, okay? Whether or not this person takes it is up to their free will. I can't predict that. Whatever higher power is watching us, they enjoy watching us. The way we enjoy watching soap operas, they enjoy seeing what their little free will mechanisms are going to do. All the roads are there. They're all laid out. Which way they're going to go. It's like a game, and I say that, and I think it's true. I do. I know it's not like, I know it's energy, but I think there's some sort of strange enjoyment out of it. Two of Wands, crossing that. An opportunity is there. Okay? And whether they take it or not, the intention is to come towards you. The intention of the energy here is to create a desire within this person to want to rectify a situation which would help the universe balance energy, which is all it really wants. Okay? Sorry to take the magic out of it, but it's just nature. And in nature, energy tries to balance. It gets knocked out, it tries to balance. We see it here on Earth with the environment and things like that. It's a delicate balance. We do something, the Earth reacts back, tries to regrow things, or tries to fix things, tries to correct things. It's just the way it is. It's just what energy does on all levels, universe or otherwise. What's on top? Seven of Cups. Again, an opportunity will facilitate itself. An option will show up. Look at that. I had no way of knowing that's there. I haven't looked. An opportunity will show up, and someone here is likely, the wind is likely blowing toward them taking a leap towards you. Again, I say the same thing about this Fool that I said about the little bird. And I mentioned that the bird, my bird, Flem here, was eager to come in here to do this reading. They're eager to come towards you. An opportunity will present itself. The wind is blowing in the direction that they will. This card here is read with the Lovers, and it's why the Seven of Cups is here. It's the Eight of Pentacles. That makes sense. This is someone here who wants to fix this, wants to put in the work. It's very strange when this yes, it's why the Seven of Cups is here. It's because somebody here is learning some things. This is the apprentice working toward liberation, toward the Nine of Pentacles. But what's most interesting in the energy is how this is feedbacking off of the Lovers card, which it's read with in the reading. This is why I told you earlier, for those of you where this person shows up, I'm assuming this is the runner here, the person you're used to dealing with. When this person shows up, it's a different energy than what you're used to from this person. They may actually be very open with you. I don't have any indication here of them going back to fakey McFakerman behavior under this energy. All right, and the undercurrent of that Mars retrograde is really, really creating a desire to take that leap. That's that, I want to try again. I get a second crack at something I fucked up. I had a chance to bang the Empress and I didn't. Now they're willing to fight for it. This energy here of the Eight of Pentacles with the Lovers, very similar to what the Seven of Wands was talking about, where I said, now all of a sudden, you know, they've always seen your value. They just, people like this, Queen of Wands, King of Wands, which is how they come up, ego-based people. Not a lot of soul. It's not that the soul is dead, they're just not paying attention to it. It's quieter than the ego, right? And I'm sure there's things that have happened to them in their life that cause them to be this way. It comes up in the extendeds all the time. But people like this are always short-sighted, all right? Casting off people. That's why I teach everybody. Everybody I cross paths with, I teach them, do not cast anyone or anything away until you know what the fuck you're casting away. Okay? You have no idea. I say it all the time. You know, a lot of times when I take my walks, for example, people do this all the time. Most people are in this energy. When I take my walks, sometimes I'm not all dressed up. I look, you know, kind of like, you know, sweatpants and a ratty old t-shirt. A lot of the people coming by me, I hear them on the phone and things like that. They got serious problems. They're walking right past somebody. I see them every day. They don't bother to get to know me. Right past somebody who might be able to help them with their problems, but they cast it off. Sweatpant guy, whatever. You know, this is low vibration. Low vibration energies run from high vibrational people because they force high vibrational people like yourself, because you're reflecting as the Empress, force them to see the truth. The truth is healing, but we don't always want to hear it, right? So again, this person has been short-sighted. Now they want to fight for this, and this card backs that up. They are someone who might want to put in the work here under this energy. It's very interesting to see. Let's pull 3 cards from the universe, and we're going to go pull some Wicked Voodoo, because I want to take a ride with them through this energy here. Basically, we're going to talk to the Hermit, and we're going to see what the Hermit has to say. All right, and going to see how this energy affects you, and also going to see what's going on their side, because this energy has, through the equal and opposite reaction, they're not they want to move toward realness, real happiness, right? So what does that do to what's on the other side? We'll have to take a look. We'll see how this energy affects you. I'll pull a pyramid. We'll try to get more information on possible communication from this person right now, and also we'll try to find the devil. With all the angel energy here, I don't think the devil can get through. I think the devil lives here in the disappointment and all of that a little bit. Let's see. Give me 3 cards. What else you want to tell everybody before I go pull some Wicked Voodoo here? I'm going to need to go deep on this one for sure. All right, let's go. 6 of Wands, 2 of Cups, Strength card, and crossing the 2 of Cups is the Knight of Wands. What is that? 5 of Swords. Yeah. This person here makes a snap decision to come towards you. I mean, literally comes out of the goddamn woodwork. This Tower does play into the Star card a bit. An opportunity for them to come towards you presents itself. It's going to require a brave, impulsive action on their part. But I don't think they spend a lot of time thinking about it, okay? But either way, this energy gives them the strength. This lion's holding one of the roses from the 2 of Cups in this deck. The base energy is the 2 of Cups in this deck. And it's red with the 6 of Wands, which is not only here, victory over this Queen of Wands, fakey McFakerman behavior, but it is the card before the cut, why we're here in the first place. It's right there. This energy, I think this is talking about a little bit about the Mars retrograde aspect that's under this energy. Not only do they get perspective here and see how they've behaved and where they've gone wrong, there's a bit of bravery here to actually do something about it. I've got 2 cards that indicate that. In fact, this is Leo energy, which doesn't mean you're dealing with a Leo. It just means passionate forward movement. There really is. There's a lot of passion here. There's a strong desire to work on things, to move things, to fix something is kind of what I get. Well, I can see on the core Steve bullshit level, yeah, they want another crack at the Empress. I could dig that, even in a frumpy green dress, man. That's hot shit right there. It's nice energy. Your energy right now to them under all of this, helping things, your energy right now is like candy to this person, which implies there's something going on their side. The universe did give it to me here, but I'm just gonna pull, whether your person's married or not makes no difference. They have a life on their side. I'm gonna pull on that. I'm gonna see what it is and what's happening, because this energy will rip anything to shreds. This perspective they're getting on this Five of Swords behavior will rip anything to shreds that isn't 10 Pentacles, okay? Isn't true 10 Pentacles. That's it. That's your reading. If you want the extended, the link is in the description. I'm not even going to take a break. I'm just going to go right in on it. I hope this reading was helpful. Oh, now you're awake. Now the bird's awake. Okay, that's it. I hope this, how was your nap? I hope this reading was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right, good luck.